Hey everybody, it's Nelson with Creekwood.aquatics, your friendly neighborhood aquaculturalist, and this is the weekly fish room update. There's been a lot of things to talk about. Foot traffic to the shop has been phenomenal. Over the past couple weeks, when I think it can't get any better, it does. We get more and more people into the shop every week. Um, I always hear compliments about how clean the water is, how good the fish look, even though it's a small room. There's a lot of things going on in these tanks. Other projects that we got are the beta rack project. We imported 70 betas from Malaysia last week. They've been doing better and better every single day. And I had to run power from that switch over to the new beta rack. I'm going to show you that in a second. Another thing is we're upgrading all the beta cups. We are getting half-gallon jars from Uline. I got 24 of those coming in, so that should be more than enough to handle all the betas left in the cup. And we're probably going to expand to that bottom rack because I don't want the betas to be side by side with each other. I don't want them to visually see each other. So you'll see some of the things we're coming up with to kind of make their whole experience a lot better. They used to be inside the house, but once I opened the fish room, my wife politely asked me to get everything out here. So that's why the betas have been sort of acting like little refugees, but eventually they're going to have a nice little setup over there, and I'm really excited for the future of that. The other thing is we are doing a fish order this week. I don't know exactly what's going to be on it yet, but I know the biggest thing is going to be the smallest thing, and that is the Thai micro crab, because I have grown to love all the micro stuff, and I like carrying it and I like displaying it. So the Thai micro crabs are going to live in one of these shrimp tanks up here, and then I do have to evict that beta, and I'm pretty sure there's another beta over here that I got to evict. When they came in, they didn't look so great. They had a little bit of cloudy eye going on. So I popped them in there just to isolate them, to get them cleaner water with more filtration and more heat. They seem to be doing better, but I'm going to have to flip flop and move everybody around. And then my female betas that we had over here, they look great up until the third day. When I had some customers over and they were looking at them, and I noticed that they had ick. So we've been treating for ick. Nobody has spots, nobody's scratchy, nobody's itchy. All thanks to, where is it? My medicine cart's over there. But we've been using IckX in here, and it's been doing phenomenal. Um, Usually my go-to treatment for ick was copper, but I found that the IckX is easier on the fish. I even had clown loaches in here at some point, and again, the ick didn't bother them that much. It cleared up their ick, and it kind of went away. But this is the only tank, luckily, knock on wood, that I've ever had ick in this tank, in this fish room, and I'm happy for that. But also, ick isn't the end of the world. If you catch it early, start treating, increase the temperature of your tank, add salt. Usually, in about 2 weeks, you're free and clear. Let's go take a look at some of the betas that we brought in. So here we go. Again, it's not the best case scenario, but it's getting better. So we still have the Beanie Baby little collectible cases here where we keep our betas. I added the cardboard barriers between them so they don't have to see the guy right next to them. They still have to see these guys, but I also want to have a visual so I can really quickly look at them, gauge what their health is like, gauge them, look at their activity levels, and if I see anything wrong, it's easier for me to pull a fish. But if I had that blocked off, I wouldn't be able to see the ones in the back. But again, when we do the new setup, there's only going to be one row of betas per rack, and that should help kind of split that up. But even with these guys, yeah, we added the little blinds so they don't have to see each other, and there's enough space between these cups, and there's so much light distortion that I don't think they see each other that well. So again, they're not freaking out, they're not flaring out, but for about 5 minutes, I'll open up that cover, let them see their roommate, let them flare, let them exercise, and then we'll cover them back up. But take a look at some of these betas. And they're all listed on the website now. I have listed from 1 to, I think, 40. And I still have about 8 more that I have to list on the website. And then all the females, I'm gonna keep them for the show because they're really gonna do well. They're really gonna do well at the Aquarium Nation event in Houston. But yeah, take a look at some of these cuties. Yeah, like these purple coppers. You know, the sad thing is the pictures don't really do them justice. Seeing them in person, seeing them flare, seeing them move, that's pretty much the only way to do this. Because I feel like the still pictures, you don't get to see all that life. You don't get to see that attitude, that personality. That doesn't really pop up in the pictures. What else do I got going on? Here's my spot for misfit projects. But I have rice fish eggs in here that I'm waiting for them to hatch. I got some more mature rice fish eggs in here. I think there's one right there. And I've been watching it all day. And he just started to poke his tail through the egg casing. So hopefully by tomorrow he hatches out. There's enough Daphne and Mona, and I got microworms over here for him. Another cool thing that's been going on is that my Bosemani rainbows, that male started to color up, so I think he's ready for breeding. And I know he's ready for breeding because I actually collected an egg today. Oh, it's right there in the front. Yeah, I collected a little egg today, and I'm getting ready to, if you see it. But over here, we still got our baby discus. I got one of my largest over here, and there should be another one over here. We still got our shell dwellers. We have our Lalupes. I'm going to end up evicting all of the Bachardi out of here because they're just wreaking havoc. And then again, my female betas. Like, definitely going to pull her for breeding. Yeah, I'm going to pull one of these multicolors. And then I believe there is a purple copper female somewhere in here that I'm going to breed because I have a perfect purple copper male for her. Ah, there she is. There's my girl. But yeah, I'm excited for all that. Anyway, it's also with Creekwood Aquatics. I'll see you guys next week.